Hey guys, welcome back to Wellness Wednesday.
Today we're going to be making one of our favorite cool weather staples, a warm, cozy miso bowl.
You can find a very similar recipe to the one we're making in our cookbook, which we highly recommend, but we wanted to show you a really simple variation that you can whip up in 10 minutes.
Exactly. So we're going to start by filling our bowls. We have some leftover cooked brown rice, so this is a perfect use if you're doing batch cooking or if you have leftovers from the night before. So we're going to be putting a little bit of our cooked brown rice in each bowl as our base, but you can totally do your favorite noodle or anything like that too.
And then we are big kimchi lovers. Fermented foods are so good for your gut and just great to incorporate into your everyday diet. So we'll be putting in some of our house-made kimchi.
Usually available in the case.
Yes.
And then we just have some really thinly sliced fresh shiitake mushrooms that we're just gonna put a little bit in each bowl. So nourishing, good for you this time of year.
And then we'll top it with some sliced scallions for good measure.
Yum.
And then we're gonna mix up our broth right in this mason jar. So we're starting with some mellow white miso. This is our favorite type of miso to use, but you can use whatever miso you love. They even do chickpea miso now if you don't do soy or something like that. So we're gonna start with just miso right into our jar.
Yep. And then we've got some toasted sesame oil.
And gluten-free tamari.
And then we're putting a little pinch of crushed red pepper in there, but if you don't like spice, just leave that out.
And then we'll grab our hot water.
Okay, so we're gonna put just enough hot water in so we can mix our miso and get that diluted, and then we'll top it off with the rest.
You wanna use a fork and kind of smash your miso paste against the side of your jar or whatever you're mixing it in, just to really get it broken down and incorporated into your broth. All right, looking good. And now we'll top it off with more hot water and then add that to our bowls.
Boom. Yum.
Perfect. All right, so we're gonna top our bowls with our broth.
Yum. So nourishing, guys.
It smells incredible.
And then we love to have a little seaweed action in our miso bowls, and especially in the winter time. So we're going to be using our favorite seaweed snacks you've heard us talk about many times now. And we're just going to kind of rip these on top of each bowl and kind of let that soften in there.
It's a great way to sneak seaweed in for sure. And then for good measure, we're going to be topping our bowls with our lovely, perfect crispy chili oil, which you can find right in our store, on our website, or the recipe in our cookbook. It's got such a nice little kick and the texture is just so good. And the garlic is everything you need and more during this season.
Yum.
And that is it. Miso bowls.
All right, guys.
We're gonna dig in.
Yum.
Wow. Wow, wow.
So much goodness.
Oh my God.
It's kind of perfect.
It really is.
Yeah.
You need nothing else in life.
You could also add like some cubed tofu in there, little grated ginger, anything you want to kind of add to it. Even some fresh greens in there would be awesome, but it's really all you need.
Perfect as is.
Yeah.